Am I the asshole for calling out my husband's coworker's wife for trying to flush a maxi pad down our toilet? I'm still pretty mad at the whole ordeal. My hubsand's coworker and his wife are both mad at us, and think I humiliated her, but I think her lack of common sense is what did it. And #X200B. My husband and I recently hosted a cookout at our house for his coworkers. He gets along pretty well with most of them and enjoys hosting. Coworker's wife Julia goes to the hallway bathroom, comes back. I end up going after her, and notice the toilet is clogged and starting to overflow. Something large and white is stuck. I use the plunger to unclog it, and lo and behold, a very large bloody maxi pad. Julia was the last person to use the bathroom, so I come out and asked her if she tried to flush a pad down the toilet. She got embarrassed and said yes, and I told her she needed to go clean up the mess she made. There was water all over the floor, with particles of her pad and blood everywhere. I asked her if no one ever taught her not to flush a pad. We have a septic tank and they cost thousands to repair. You don't flush pads, especially not the extra large ones. It's not like she tried to flush a panty liner or something. And #X200B. Julia cried and her husband yelled at me, but who does that? Especially at someone else's house? Husband's 2 female coworkers came to my defense, and pretty much said it was stupid of her to do that. Julia half-assed cleaning up her mess, and her husband quickly left. All of their coworkers think Julia shouldn't have done that, but my husband and his coworker are having a whole feud about it. Am I the asshole for calling out my husband's coworker's wife for trying to flush a maxi pad down our toilet? And #X200B. Edit. We have a septic tank. Septic tank repairs here can easily go for around $10,000. Julia has a septic tank. Julia knows better. When I asked if she would flush a pad in her own home, she said no. Julia said she did it because there was no trash can in there, and she didn't want to walk her pad to a different trash can. The trash can from that bathroom was outside being washed because a different coworker got vomit on it. I don't think saving her some embarrassment would be worth paying thousands of dollars to repair. Also, she saw that the toilet was clogged and decided to walk off and leave it for someone else. Not the asshole. She literally flooded your bathroom, potentially could have cost you $10,000 in damages, then left it for you to clean up after she obviously clogged the toilet. Who does that? The YTA responses are kinda unfair in my opinion. Would people seriously not confront someone who did something so disrespectful in your home? I understand the confrontation was humiliating for her and maybe you could have had the conversation privately, but I would be damned if I cleaned up somebody's bloody pad and dirty toilet water because they didn't want to simply walk to a different bathroom with a trash can. She embarrassed herself. Edit typos. And puke from another one? What is with these coworkers? ? That's what I'm saying. I would be embarrassed to act like at even a close friend's house. I would never do that at a coworker's. And to clog the toilet and not even go to original poster privately and explain what happened? WTH? Like I'm sure we've all had to sneak out a used pad, tampon at one point or another. Just wrap it in TP, shove it at the back of your pants, awkwardly waddle to your purse, find a small table little out of the way, pretend to look something and sneak the used product in there. And next time bring your purse in and just drop it in there if asking for a garbage can or using another trash can is not your jam. Don't freaking flush a diaper down anyone's toilet anywhere. Ever. Not the asshole. I don't agree with people saying you should have pulled her aside and not embarrassed her. Maybe if she was a teenager and hadn't had her period for long, but this is a grown woman and she should have known better. She messed up your bathroom and could have caused thousands in damages. It wasn't a small mistake and therefore she doesn't deserve the courtesy of you babying her. Edit. Hold on. One of your comments says that she knew not to flush it but was too embarrassed to throw it away elsewhere? So she intentionally did something she knew would fuck up your toilet. Not to mention she must have saw that the pad didn't flush all the way and proceeded to walk away while it was overflowing. Not the asshole at all. This got to me, too. She knew exactly what she was doing. And she knew that original poster and her husband would be the ones cleaning up her bloody mess. And she still pretended to be the victim. Seriously, would bet money she hoped that they wouldn't notice a while so wouldn't know who did it, and B, that they wouldn't actually come out after her or anyone about it, and finally C, just let them clean up her human waste and blood products. Nice lady. Not the asshole. If Julia wanted to avoid embarrassment, she had a couple options. 1. Wrap the hell out of that pad and stealth it to another trash can. We've all done this, and was the no-brainer option. 2. Once she realized that she fucked up the toilet, she could have discreetly informed original poster and apologized profusely, then helped clean up the mess without complaint. Could original poster have been more discreet? Sure. Did Julia deserve discreetness at that moment? Probably not. It's really not that hard to wrap up your used pad and put it in your bag or a pocket or wherever you got the new pad from. Not try to flush it? Right? Who has not done this? My sister had to change her pad at our aunt's house several weeks ago. Aunt owns a dog. Some dogs like to shred used pads. Knowing this and seeing the trash didn't have a lid, she wrapped it up and took it home with her. Not the asshole. It doesn't matter if it's a septic tank or sewer, you never flush a pad. I don't think I have ever met a woman who didn't know you don't flush a pad, period, no pun intended. She knew better than that as an adult woman. It honestly sounds like she did it on purpose. She flushed and she saw what it did and she left it, didn't even try to stop it. She was pissed she had to clean up the consequences for her actions. Any person who did this accidentally would have tried to clean it up themselves initially, and they would have had no problem cleaning it themselves. You didn't scream at her in front of everyone. Exactly. Could original poster have been more discreet? Well, yeah, of course. Was it necessary? I don't know. I feel like if someone trashed my bathroom, it'd be pretty fucking pissed and any niceties would go out the window. You made a mess, you clean it up, especially if you're a guest in someone else's home. There's no way she didn't know the pad didn't flush before she left. How rude to make it someone else's problem. Jesus, what kind of party was this? Another coworker vomited in the trash can? Was everyone fucking hammered? The only one drinking was the drunk guy. It was 11 a.m. Your husband's coworkers sound like a nightmare, and trust me, I host plenty of parties where people are drinking a lot. Everyone sucks here, but Julia's offense was definitely the bigger one. You should have pulled her aside privately though. I wouldn't host them anymore. My husband has told the couple they aren't welcome back. Honestly sounds like none of them should be, cuz yikes. Not the asshole. I know you're getting a lot of flack and everyone sucks here comments, but any grown woman who purposely flushes a freaking pad knowing damn well what the result will be deserves to get called out. She knew what the result would be and didn't care. Even without a septic, it would cause a clog and costly plumber visit. And then she expected you to clean the bloody disgusting mess because she walked away. She knew exactly what she was doing and got what she deserved. Not the asshole. I don't understand how just asking someone about a trash can or a different bathroom is more embarrassing than flushing a huge pad knowing it will cause a clog. Or literally just wrap the folded up pad in TP so it's hidden while walking it somewhere else, since other trash cans exist. Can't even count how many times I've had to do that. I'm not sure what all the YTA people are talking about. As a woman, I have never and will never decide to flush a pad whenever a trash can isn't present. It's just not done. All she had to do was wrap it with toilet paper and throw it away in another trash can. It's so simple. Flushing is never an alternative. I get how destructive pads can be to a septic tank, so you are not the asshole. I think it'd have been better to pull her to the side though and ask why she did it, but regardless, it was her responsibility to clean up her mess. Right? I get not wanting to ask a question like that. I have social anxiety. Yes, it's diagnosed. And honestly, the thought of having to change my pad in someone's bathroom when they don't have a trash can would make me really nervous. But it would never ever occur to me to try to flush the pad. I'd sooner walk around with the used pad in my hand than do that. Not the asshole. I don't care if she was embarrassed. Who does something this stupid, then after realizing they clogged the toilet, tries to pretend nothing happens? Why should you be responsible for cleaning up the mess she made? It doesn't sound like you yelled at her in front of the entire party. You said you approached her and asked her. You did nothing wrong. There is no soft you are the asshole or everyone sucks here. She did something really stupid every woman knows not to do, then rather than have the decency to alert you after she clogged your toilet, she tries to pretend nothing happened. Your husband is upset because he has a work relationship to maintain, but if his coworker and his wife are that obtuse to not recognize the harm and disrespect his wife showed, that is a personal problem. And #X200B. Thank you for being part of the solution and calling people out on their shitty behavior. We need more of this and less of people harassing strangers in restaurants. Yeah, like she intentionally damaged original poster's home. She was lucky it stopped far enough up in the pipes that it could be removed with a plunger. If it hadn't, it would have obstructed the pipes further down and caused a sewage backup. She and her husband should be banned from the home. This behavior was disgusting, morally and as a biohazard. Not the asshole. She's a grown woman. Presumably this wasn't her first period, and this wasn't her first time needing to dispose of a pad. She should have known better. Nopes, I'm going with not the asshole. Even if you did call her out in front of others, her stupidity would have costed you money to fix it. An emo, she deserved to be called out. She could have simply used the wrapper from her new pad to wrap the old one in along with some TP and simply discarded it in another trash can. Edited for spelling. She made it public business when she left her mess in a public space for someone else to clean up. Private bathroom available for public use ATM. Not the asshole. I don't even think calling her out in front of everyone makes you an asshole. She knew she did something that would cause damage, then left a disgusting mess and wasn't going to say anything to anyone. She didn't deserve the privacy of being pulled to the side if she was okay with causing damage. You didn't provide a trash can. I've never had a bathroom garbage in my bathroom. I literally just wrap pads up and put them in the big garbage. How can she be embarrassed about carrying her pad to a diff garbage can and not leaving blood all over the bathroom? Serious, not the asshole. I can't believe all the YTA comments. Som. She did something crazy, destructive and disgusting. Flushing the pad and leaving the mess? If you're going to act that shamelessly, then certainly you can handle owning up to it. Not the asshole. Not enough information. What the fuck is wrong with your husband's coworkers? One flushes a pad, but the other threw up into the trash can? Next to the toilet? And we're not talking about that? Also, not enough information. Who was cleaning up the trash can? Was it the coworker that threw up into it? I was wondering this too. Was that coworker expecting to clean up the trash can themselves like the person on their period was? Question mark. Not the asshole. She is a full-grown adult. She knows damn well not to flush a pad. Not the asshole. Don't listen to the you or the assholeers. She's an adult and should know better. It's not your job to baby her in private. She knew what she was doing. Exactly. I can't believe all the YTA votes. People have lost their minds. How on earth is original poster ta here? Question mark. Not the asshole. I'm sorry, but a grown woman should know that she cannot flush a maxi pad down the toilet. You discreetly wrap it up, and throw it down deep in the garbage, or keep it in your bag if one is not available. She absolutely deserved to be called out in front of everyone for her lack of respect for your house. I'd bet money she doesn't do that at her own house, so why the fuck would she do it at yours? I would have made her stay and watch over her clean up the mess to completion, because that's fucking nasty to leave a half-completed period mess from her own stupid mistake. And the fact that she and her husband feel that you were rude about it when she disrespected your home is ludicrous. Not the asshole. I don't care that you embarrassed her. She did something stupid, pretended like she didn't, and you called that out. No bin in the bathroom because someone else puked. Wrap the pad up and bring it to a different garbage can. Not the asshole. What kind of entitled person flushes a pad and walks away to have someone else clean it on top of that? As a grown-ass woman, Miss Julia should have known better. I'd have been livid. Every woman knows you can't flush a pad, septic or no. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. Why would she do something like that? Question mark.